Meditation. So this is the first area of inspiration that I've put within the workbook and that I do on a daily basis. So the first thing that I do when I get up is I meditate. So I always knew that this was important, and I knew that a lot of successful people meditated, and I just never really took time for myself and thought, well, I haven't got time for that. I've got enough things to do. I'd get up and then crack on with the day. But what I've realized over time is actually it can only be 5 to 10 minutes of meditation, of just sitting still, connecting with yourself, and then tackling the day. So what I personally do myself is I use an app called Calm, and I use 10 minutes in the morning as soon as I get up, stick my earpods in, do 10 minutes of Calm while I'm sitting on the sofa, and just breathe, listen to the guided meditation that's in place, and it just makes such a difference to my day. So one thing that I wanted to mention is that I actually have a little girl as well. So what happens is we get up together, she comes downstairs and she sits with me. I meditate with my earpods in, she sits there watching the TV or playing with a tablet or eating her breakfast, whatever it is. But what I do is I always practice it whether she's up or not, because I think it's really important that you integrate it into your normal life. You're not just trying to prioritize it and trying to get up at 5 a.m. and get it before they get in, before they get up, but actually you're implementing it as just part of your day, and then they actually will notice you doing that, and then hopefully they will follow in suit, because when you realize how beneficial meditation is, it will make such a difference in your day and in your lifestyle. So what meditation actually does is proven to kind of calm you, bring you peace, give you balance, connect the mind and the body. And it's a really good, just a point of contentment where you can sit still and you can just breathe for a bit and just be content and grateful for what you have. And obviously before the craziness of the day and all the problems that are going to come of that day, you just sit in stillness. Some people like to meditate of an evening. It helps sometimes to get to sleep. But I personally do it first thing in the morning, get it out of the way. I know it's going to set me up for the day, and it's just such a brilliant thing to do. So I personally use the app called Calm. There is loads of apps, Headspace as well. And actually a lot of people that I know actually meditate without any guidance. So for me, I actually need something in my ears to push me and to distract all the stuff that's going on in my mind. But a lot of people have practiced it and they're able to do it without having to read a book or without having it guided, and they've read a book and they've learned different ways of meditation as well. So there's loads of ways that you can do it. I am just sharing my kind of value that I get from it and how I have experienced it, and obviously sharing that with you because hopefully it can change your day-to-day life as well. One thing that I would say is try not to put too much pressure on yourself when you're having your guided meditation. So what I find even now after practicing it well over 2 years is my mind always goes off and there's suddenly ideas pop in my head or things happen and you're like, your brain will naturally want to distract you. And that's why I like the guided meditation, because it kind of brings me back in. I then revisit my breathing again and I go back into stillness. So do not panic if you put your meditation kind of ears in and then suddenly there's loads of ideas popping in your head and you're going off on tangents in your brain. That is just normal. It all just comes with practicing around the kids, because you will hear kids noises or TV shows or whatever it is that you the way you do it. So the more you practice, like with anything, you get better at it. So my top tips would be obviously I personally have the guided meditations. Don't get too overwhelmed if your brain's going in all different directions. Just always think, right, just go back to the breath and just relax again. And it's just something that you will just implement day to day. 10 minutes doesn't take up too much time, and just try and do it either before you start the day or at the end, because it will have such a dramatic difference on your day and the way that you are. It's really hard to explain it when you're not doing it, but once you start doing it, you'll realize how beneficial it really is. So hopefully that's going to give you a little bit of an overview. The workbook obviously has lots more breakdowns and details about meditation, and I just really hope you find it beneficial into your routine. Best of luck.